So Tulsi Gabbard has been jumping on the Q train, the QAnon train. And that's what's really bizarre is that like Tulsi Gabbard's grift has been very clear, at least to me, for the entirety of this year being 2020. Her grift has been pretty obvious, right? She's been kind of doing this like third positionist, like somewhat capitalist skeptic, somewhat imperialist skeptic, right? She's signaling somewhat, right? But then also somewhat fascist skeptic, right? Like, like she's like, like we shouldn't have authoritarianism, right? But she also leans into a lot of conspiracy theories related to QAnon. For example, she hopped on this bandwagon and claimed that Tulsi Gabbard claimed that Netflix was secretly responsible for a child sex trafficking ring over a movie that they acquired from another country that they had no production involvement in. Um, and Tulsi Gabbard has also been like signal boosting a lot of questionable things like the Project Veritas ballot harvesting hoax. And so after the Project Veritas ballot harvesting hoax was proven to be a hoax, right? AOC and I want to say Ilhan Omar, right? So I'll do this one. They went after Tulsi, right? That this was like a total like I love this shit. I live for this shit right here. So AOC tweets on Twitter. I don't know where else you would tweet. I don't know. I don't like you. What are you gonna tweet somewhere else? I don't know. But she tweets on Twitter at Tulsi Gabbard. You, along with everyone else who amplified this fraudulent story, owe Rep. Omar in a public apology. Now, for those of you who don't know, Tulsi Gabbard signal boosted a Project Veritas hoax conspiracy theory edited video that kind of was a whole story propelled at making Ilhan Omar look like she was ballot harvesting. Now, ballot harvesting is a very nefarious term. Harvesting? Like, people associate harvesting with, like, again, devils. Like, they associate it with, like, I'm gonna harvest your organs, right? Especially during the month of Halloween. You're seeing a lot of, the term harvesting. And maybe, like, social media ad campaigns for movies, that kind of stuff. Harvesting has a very nefarious context. So when you are primed, say you're sympathetic to Donald Trump, right? And you're primed to dislike brown people, Muslim people, right? Because of the war on terror over the past 20 years, right? You're just a casual racist piece of shit, right? But you don't really realize that you're racist. So then all it kind of takes is one of these stories where you say, oh shit, I knew Ilhan Omar was evil. I knew Ilhan Omar was evil. She's harvesting ballots. She's harvesting ballots, right? And Tulsi Gabbard went in on that. So it was proven that the Project Veritas thing was a hoax. It was gonzo, right? A bunch of fake ass news. And so AOC decided, you know what? Tulsi Gabbard should be held accountable for this. It's one thing if this is just a hoax perpetuated by the president. It's another thing if someone in the Democratic caucus, ostensibly at least, she's not an independent yet, right? Someone who voted present on the impeachment vote is organizing in favor of this conspiracy theory. She got boosted by PragerU. It was a whole deal. And Ilhan says, thank you, Alex. Lack of integrity from these folks is astonishing. And Tulsi responded. And I think, as you can probably see at the bottom of the screen, I think that this is hilarious, right? So she responds to them, not like replying to their tweets or anything, but just like in making her own tweet. So like anyone who follows her and not AOC or Ilhan, and yes, there's a lot of people that do that, right, are not going to know the context yet, probably. The issue is not about any of us. It's about voter harvesting. Oh, the harvesting! It's about the harvesting! Ilhan, I apologize for referencing the Project Veritas story as an example without thoroughly vetting it. Now, will you support H.R. 8285 to get rid of voter harvesting, which undermines our democracy? If not, why not? So again, I'm sorry for promoting a conspiracy theory, right, that resulted in thousands of people calling your congressional office and telling you that you should die and threatening to kill you. I am so sorry that I boosted that conspiracy theory even though we are part of the same party, right? I'm still waiting for Nancy Pelosi to apologize to Ilhan Omar about last year's events, but that's another story, right? And so instead of doing that, she does this half-ass like, oh, you called me out. Well, I'm going to call you out. Are you going to support my voter harvesting bill? Now, again, is ballot harvesting problematic? Yeah, it can be, for sure. We should have better systems in place. But you can't fucking promote these conspiracy theories, right, that target Ilhan Omar and other members of Congress willy-nilly, and then just say, oops, my bad, but, by the way, give me more attention, vote my bill, sponsor my bill, give me attention, me. And also, the term is ballot harvesting, and she's changing it to voter harvesting here. Why is she changing the terminology from ballot harvesting to voter harvesting? It's because the key word here is harvesting, and Tulsi Gabbard is just changing the words, right? Making it seem a little different. Harvesting. That way, ballot harvesting isn't the term that's being memorized. Ballot harvesting, and this is all subconscious, by the way. I love psychoanalyzing people. But this is the way ballot harvesting doesn't become a term, right? It's harvesting that becomes a term. So, yeah, they're harvesting ballots, and now they're harvesting voters, right? It's just like, I don't know, it's bizarre. So Tulsi Gabbard going full cringe mode. Shoutouts to AOC and Ilhan for calling her out. I love that shit. I love drama. And, it's just good stuff. You love to see it, folks. You love to see it. So we have a dullard in the chat room that I want to tack on here. I am that I am says Project Veritas was proven legit. Yes, it's legit. Even after the people that were in the video said that they were paid to do a reenactment and didn't know it was going to be posted as if it were real, they said that it was a reenactment and they were acting. It's legit, though, right? It's legit. Even though the people in the video, right, have had their, like, you know, they said that they didn't want to do what the video was promoting and were under the impression it was something else, totally legit. Totally legit. Even though they lied about the number of ballots that were harvested, it's still totally legit, right? All of this is proven false. Even though they attempted to pay one of the actors $10,000 and they declined and they used footage anyway, totally legit. Right. I am that I am, highly intelligent, extremely intelligent individual, saying, right, I don't trust my eyes. I'm going to trust liars. Again, you are going to trust liars. You are trusting James O'Keefe, who paid tens of thousands of dollars to get actors to play out a script, and then he took the film and didn't like post it as if it were, you know, a reenactment of what ballot harvesting is, which actually would have been effective propaganda. No. He posted it as if it were real. He posted it as if it were like a secret tape. So yes, you are going to trust liars. I know you're being sarcastic, dullard in the chat room. I know you're a fucking moron. You are unsalvageable and you're a fucking dipshit, right? I know. You're too afraid to Google. But yes, the people you're citing as evidence that Ilhan Omar is harvesting ballots literally said that they got paid to act in a reenactment. But yes, don't trust them. Trust them, right, when it's a real tape that you think. But when they come out and say, no, we thought we were playing in a movie, all of a sudden, can't trust them anymore? I trust them on this. But as soon as they go against my conspiracy theory, can't trust them anymore. They're against me. They're on the enemy team. Fucking moron. Absolute dullard.